Yes, it's Rayman Origins. That's right. I have the demo, and I've been spending a lot of time today playing it. Got everything unlocked. So basically, this video here is I'm doing another run through, to show you each level. I have already gotten all the Electoons, so I actually have the character that you unlock. After beating levels 2, they give you an option to also speedrun the particular levels. So this is the game here. This is actually the secret character right there that you can unlock. I'm going to use Rayman for the speed run here, but speed run aside, as I'm playing, I'll talk about the game. The handling, for one, the movement. It's weird to describe. It's something you definitely have to get used to. But it's think of how people talk about Sonic the Hedgehog, how it used to be when you stopped moving, when you ran, you'd stop on a dime, in the original games. And in the newer ones, you would actually continue to run after, letting go of the D-pad. And in this game, it seems like that's one of the issues that wasn't like Rayman, the original one. So when you do run or move, you have a little bit of a slide afterwards. So you have to take that into consideration when you're moving in this game. The Electoon emblem there is the same as it was in the first game, which is very cool. Even the little smiley faces look similar. I'm not sure if they gave you all these special abilities in this game at the start of the game, but in the start of this one, you already have the run, you have the swing, and you have the helicopter hair. I'm not sure if you start with all of those in the full version, but in this demo you do have them. Alright, so that was the speedrun on the first level. I just kind of wanted to do that. I might do other videos of the demo before the game comes out with the different characters, but I'm actually going to do this run through with this red Globox guy. They took the enemies from the first game, for at least the forest area here, the little gardener guys. When you kill them, they inflate, as you can see what I'm doing right now. And if you hit them again after they've inflated, you actually get another point bubble from them afterwards. Some of the platforms also, when you step on them, it's kind of like a reverse Super Mario thing. You can keep jumping on them and little points will pop out the bottom into bubble forms. And if you do a ground pound, you can get a bunch of them to come out all at once. Those little gold emblems that you just found, those are hidden throughout the levels, in kind of difficult, hard to reach areas. And obviously once you get out of that area where they're sitting at, you get a certain distance away and they pop and give you, extra bonus points. Each character seems to have the same attacks and same abilities. They just utilize them in different ways. As you can see here, with that door right there is where you rescue some of the Electoons at. They're actually they stay there after you've gotten them, so you kind of won't forget where they are. Also, like that bubble I just picked up has had one of those big gold things in it. When you pick one of those up, the little point guys start singing, and while they're singing, you have a limited amount of time to pick up a bunch more that turn red, and when they're red, they give you double points. And the points in this game are actually really important to getting a good rating at the end of the level, which you'll see once I complete this area here. I do like these little sliding areas. That's pretty neat. It kind of reminds you of like Bandland from the first Rayman. It kind of just guides you, where you gotta go, and all you gotta do is jump and navigate. Also, the swings here, you don't have to you don't have to hit them for them. They automatically reach out, and they reach out to where you are. So if you're falling near one, they'll reach out and grab you automatically. You don't have to push any buttons to get on them and swing. All you gotta do is push X to jump off the swing when you want to. You can navigate the water streams that slide you around. You just have to keep jumping. So like I said, this is where the speed run stopped when I was playing with Rayman. The level will keep going, if you're doing a normal run. And obviously the goal is to get as many points as you can. The heart, actually didn't even reference that before. The heart that's floating around the guy is your health. You don't really have little health bubbles at the top of the screen like you did in the first Rayman. Basically, you can have a heart floating around you, and it halves and disappears, and then once it disappears all the way and you get hit, you die. You die in the same way the enemies do. You kind of inflate and pop. Also up top there's actually an Electoon crate. It keeps a ghost image of the crate after you've already collected that particular one. But you have to break this one to beat the level. But basically, each enemy in the area guarding the crate is linked to it, and you have to kill all the enemies in the area to gain access to be able to break it open. And this actually concludes the first level here. Then it pops up, blink, and I already got that one. It's the little victory dance that you do in the record. They brought the checkpoint photo thing back, which is kind of funny. And this is like your results screen. Fills up this little wizard guy's syringe type thingy with all the tunes you collected, and it seems like I guess you can get 4 of the Electoons from the level itself. Or sorry, 3 from the level itself, and then 2 more from collecting a certain amount of points, and then the other one would be the speed run. You get 1 for doing the speed run, which will be your your total Electoons. It seems like different levels have different amounts of them. This is actually kind of one of my favorite things that I got to play in the demo right here. It's like they turned the game into like a side-scrolling shoot 'em up, which is my favorite type of game. Actually died a few times here at this point. It's you have 2 attacks. You have your standard fire, and you just keep tapping X to shoot. It's not rapid fire. You also have that inhale Kirby type move that I was just showing you there. Yeah, that's me dying. I haven't gotten used to using that yet. Basically, you can inhale a line of guys, and you could shoot them back out at the other enemies. Obviously, as you saw there, I was trying to do it. I'm not used to the range. Like, you have to be very close to actually inhale them. So it's kind of risky unless you know the exact patterns. So I'm just going to go ahead and do it, my way here. And just do constant fire, and your bullets ricochet, so you use the ricochet ability to hit enemies that you wouldn't normally be able to reach when they're right in front of you. I'll take this time for a second to check out the backgrounds and the artwork. It's crazy seeing all this this stuff that was actually drawn up first as conceptual art and then put in the game and animated like this. The UV art engine is phenomenal, as you can see. Like it's almost like taking just artwork itself and animating it. I actually think that's how they put it in one of the articles I read. They basically had a bunch of images of drawings that people did, and then they would draw multiple images off that one image and then animate them together. Just how you make animation, but like it's very cool to base the game's images and style on that alone, and it works really well. The effects are great. It's really smooth. It's definitely a 60 frames per second for sure. Got stuck down here again. The enemies are pretty cool looking. They're funny. And speaking on the animations, every character has very unique animations, and they're usually pretty funny. If you look really closely, like the inhaling moves is very funny to watch. The enemies, the way they move, is very cool. One thing I will say about the points, though, I'm not too keen on the singing points there. It's cool, but it gets annoying sometimes. Like I don't know. It reminds me of I don't know what it reminds me. It reminds me of something that I don't enjoy very much. But I almost feel like the co-op in this game, which will be 4 players, is gonna kind of be reminiscent of Little Big Planet, where you're playing with each other, but you're also gonna be competing at the same time, for people to get more points. Who's gonna finish with more points and more kills at the end of the level, and I think it's very easy to sabotage your teammates in this game. Seen some of the co-op videos, and you can actually hit your teammates. So I'd imagine if you got frustrated enough with somebody, you could just, you know, smack them off a cliff, or, you know, inhale them, or do something, you know, horrible to them that you shouldn't do. But that's kind of cool. Actually, looking at this area, just I forgot to mention and I think like I said, the animations are hilarious. The Glowbox character that I'm using now is actually so big that he can't fly, and the mosquito that you normally fly on with the small characters is actually carrying you, and he's very much so struggling while he's doing it, as you can see. This boss is pretty easy. He's some very basic patterns, and you just gotta blow up all those little electric orbs on his body, and then you gotta keep popping what looks like a really weird pink condom on his butt. You gotta break, you know, each segment of his body to beat him. I was playing this with surround sound, and you can actually you can hear when he's going from the left side of the screen to the right side of the screen when he disappears. So it's easy to determine, you know, your next move. So it's not like every level here is a straight run and jump platformer. They've mixed in a lot of different types of action. You know, like the shoot 'em up style, things of that sort. You know, so with 60+ levels, that leaves a lot of room for variety in terms of playing it single player, playing it co-op. There's probably a lot of different ways that you're going to be able to experience each level, and, you know, get you to come back and play it again. You know, speed runs, and finding different techniques, and, you know, just the overall variety of different styles of play here. Oh, and the swimming levels, which you're going to see next. The swimming level is coming up. So I just got over 350 of those points just now. And I'm assuming that's going to help you, you know, get unlocks in the game. You know, like unlock new skins and stuff. Like, you know, getting all these perfects on all these levels. You know, you're probably going to gain access to different content and things of that sort. Murray of the Deep is the first and only water level you get to play in the demo. This is actually the last stage of the demo. You start on this little dock here. Actually, there's a video of this in co-op online already, but they actually let you play it in the demo. These little plant things are interactive. If you swim by these plants at the bottom here, they they move around and release points once in a while. The jellyfish you can't kill. You can't hit them. So it's basically just avoiding them, and they have this little pattern here that you gotta sneak by to get that little token in the middle there. You hit those plants there, and those ones will pop out as well. And then, as the screen is showing, you hold R1 to sprint, but I found that sometimes that's not fast enough either. So if you use your sprint attack while you're swimming, that little spin move I'm doing, it actually gets you go a lot faster. And I could see that being extremely useful if you're planning on doing fast times for speed runs. And I'm almost positive that's going to be essential if you want to get good times in speed runs. This is a little cool part where you got to kind of guide yourself. If you do it right, like what I just did, and you just swim straight here, you won't have a problem avoiding anything. You'll basically skip right by everything as long as you do it in one shot and don't miss anything. Get freed from those guys, and you dive down there. And there's Murray of the Deep. And boom! That's where the demo stops. No more Rayman Origins demo once you finish that. So now it kind of goes into one of those classic, hey, it's the end of the demo, check out the video, and we'll convince you more to buy it, more than you already want to, because it's Rayman. But they're basically explaining the features, you know, like you've already seen, I'm sure, on their website and on other, you know, videos that they've released. As you can see, if you watch so there's different skins you can unlock, but as you watch on the top left, when there's more than one person, it looks like everyone has their individual point counts, which is what led me to believe that it's going to be kind of like a competitive / co-op multiplayer experience. So it's going to be like, oh, we can play together, but, you know, I'm going to get more points than you. I'm going to win. I'm going to beat you, and haha, you know, I'm better. You know, it'll be fun. I used to love doing that in Blue Big Planet, you know, always trying to rob people of their points and do better than them, even though we're working together. But in general, like, Rayman it looks phenomenal. It's everything I hoped it to be, we'll put it that way. I got the demo. I had just released that other video last night where I did a little Rayman gameplay from the original one and talked about that and my anticipation for this demo. And from the second I put this demo in and started playing it, I was like, I cannot wait for next Tuesday. Like, it's a lot. If you had any doubts, obviously get the demo, it's out now. But honestly, if you like the first Rayman, there's not a question in my mind that you won't thoroughly enjoy playing this game. It's a blast. It was hilarious. It's just very fun. So, with that said, I hope you guys enjoy the video. Like me, subscribe to it. Actually, what you should do is subscribe to me, because I'm going to be doing a lot of trophy guides and gameplay videos when the full game is released on Tuesday. So again, I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you a lot, guys. I love y'all. Peace out. Frosty's gone. Later.